Greetings, entities and guardians. My name is HyperHimes, and welcome back to Kick Your Run OvenBreak, where, as I was in the midst of recording my whole entire spiel of the Peril in Paradise event, because, you know, I was going to go ahead and go back and do this, and by the time I'm recording this video, which I don't know when it's going to be uploaded, but I think I know when, it told me that I have to run with Fairy Cookie, and it's not like I need to run with Fairy Cookie. I can run with anyone else, but it's kind of the necessity here. However, with this realization, I kind of realized that I don't have Fairy Cookie's magic candy, so I thought out of all the times that I should, it would be a good time to probably spend a little bit of leveling up for them and go ahead and upgrade flipping Fairy Cookie just to see how this works, because, you know, why the flip not? So how these videos work is, basically, what I usually like to do is, I usually like to go over to Cookie Trials, and I want to go over to, like, you know, the specific Cookie Trials, just so I can run with them, get Diamond Rank, upgrade the magic candy, not in that order, but you know what I mean. Here's the problem. If you go and type in Fairy, there's only Sea Fairy. Fairy Cookie does not have a trial. So, what do I do in this situation? Well, I kind of do this kind of similarly to how I did it with another cookie I previously did, which I don't know if it was Moon Rabbit one, because I don't think Moon Rabbit Cookie had a trial, but I know for a fact I have done this before with, like, others, because I'm pretty sure Tiger Lily was also a good example, because I don't think Tiger Lily had a trial either, which I think that was the previous one I exactly did this for. If I go with Tiger, yeah, Tiger Lily did not have a trial, so I decided to do the whole thing here. So instead, we go over to Trophy Race. What do we do in Trophy Race? Well, we go ahead and load up, yeah, it's literally been half a whole entire update, and I've gotten only that far, but literally I go ahead and run Trophy Race, I go ahead and run some practice maps, and I go ahead and test out the Cookie, which I don't know what would be the best map to run with that would be so fitting, like Strange Wind Grove, Tower of Frozen Waves, Ghost Pirates, Treasure Island. If only I could choose this one, but I guess Strave Winded Grove would kind of be the best thing to do. But what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and run it with Fairy Cookie, so I'm actually going to go ahead and look up Fairy, and just go ahead and run with them, and we're also going to go ahead and equip the associated pets, and we're going to go ahead and look over their story, and how this is going to work specifically is, the moment I start running with them, that's basically what I'm just going to be running with. Once, I know that sounds, you know, super easy to understand, but what I mean is, the moment that I swap over to Sauna Egg Cookie, I'm going to be running I'm going to be ending my run there. So, like, the moment I reach Sauna Egg, it'll just be like I've been running with one cookie. That's it. Only the cookie, the pet, and the other treasures I have at my disposal. Because I just want to show off the cookie and their skills. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and do a little bit of reading up on Fairy Cookie before I do any sort of upgrading. So, according to Fairy Cookie's story, it does state, with the least calories and highest fiber content, she is the healthiest cookie of them all. She can even produce oxygen, which keeps the air clean around her. She uses the energy of the forest to create a protective shield. Those who envy Fairy Cookie says she has... those who envy Fairy Cookie say she has strawberry jam of ambition inside, but you don't believe them, right? Those who envy Fairy Cookie say she has strawberry jam of ambition inside, but you don't believe them, right? Probably not. I mean, I only believe in what the cookie themselves believe in, because if you can believe in what you say, then that's what matters. And as it does say here, Nobly just has a shield regeneration time, so she has her own shield. But specifically what her skill says, in more detail, says right here, if I can tap it, creates a magnetic aura which also serves as a shield. All jellies collected while the shield is active are worth extra points. Colliding with an obstacle will pop the shield, which will appear again after a given time. Level up for a stronger magnetic aura and more points for jellies collected while shielded. So the higher your level gets for Fairy Cookie, the more that the shield can actually take in, and the more points that you get. Which actually kind of works similarly to Lemon Cookie, because they also have this electromagnetic shield that also attracts jellies, and once you get hit by an obstacle, it'll pop, but Fairy Cookie doesn't destroy all the obstacles on the screen the moment it pops. It just pops, and you lose magnetization, and you also can get hit without the shield, which, by the way, I have a ton of costumes for you. Are you kidding me? The only one I don't have is the Tangy Orange, which I think that's a more recent one or something. I don't know, but that's just it for her story and skill. But if you're wondering, she does have she has associated things such as her pet being the flower pod. Which, look at that little curious fella. It says, according to the story here, this flower pod is too shy to even bloom, and so delicate it withers from even the smallest commons and tears up in empathy from news of strong winds in faraway lands. So be very, very careful when you are when you're with this sensitive pet. But when the sunshine is warm, the air is clear, it will bloom and dance with joy. So basically, don't be on the bad side of this pet, because they will cry and scream. You may need a good babysitter for this one, but according to the skill, it does say here, creates flower jellies at certain intervals and level up for more points for flower jellies. So that's just it. They just bloom with flowers and they just give you jellies for it. Kind of simple. The last thing I will show off is that Fairy Cookie does have an associated treasure, being the Divine Guardian Shield, which I'm actually surprised how Fairy Cookie doesn't count as like a dessert guardian. I don't know. But with that being said, those are the probabilities. It says, according to the story of this treasure, it says, an ancient shield that brings victory to the one who wields it. The spirit of the shield is still strong, and it will protect anyone whose goal is righteous. So, be sure to equip this if you want to feel like a hero. And according to the actual skill, it does state, start with a shield blocking a certain amount of collisions. Shield jellies appear after given intervals while the shield is active. Collect shield jellies to gain a magnetic aura. A shield jelly appears in the middle of the map when you enter bonus time. The bonus time shield jelly grants a magnetic aura with an even larger radius of attraction. When no shields remain, the shield jellies stop appearing, and the shield's magnetic aura doesn't activate. Level up for more shields and a larger magnetic aura and radius when collecting shield jellies. Basically, you could just take 3 hits with the shield, and the moment that you take 3 hits, those shields are gone. But if you don't get hit and you enter bonus time, you get this big magnetic aura, and it gives you so many plebing points. So we're going to be doing one run, probably just showing off the treasure, just because, you know, you get the bonus. And then I'm going to be doing another run with the magic candy, because we're going to be doing one run without it, and 1 run with the magic candy. Why is it so much hard to say like that? Okay, but we are going to be running in 2-star just because, you know, why not? We could be running a new level. Maybe I could try the Ghost Pirate Ship? I would like to run this, but we have apparently ran this before. Well, I guess it was with this cookie, no one else, so, I don't know. We'll give this a gander here. I think it does change every season or so, so let's go ahead and run this. Starting off basic so far, as you can see, there's that mini magnetic aura effect already coming into play. This is already going slightly fast, so I definitely need to be sure that I watch where I plebing run, because if I don't, this will be bad, because I already just, okay, interestingly enough, I lost a Divine Guardian shield. I didn't lose Fairy Cookie shield, which I don't know what we would consider better. I guess that would be better, but I'm just not getting as many points, because, well, I'm basically in a trade of, like, getting a nice protective shield. I don't have a treasure that's going to give me, like, more points, so it's kind of like a double-edged sword, and I think the better term is like a double-edged shield. So, whatever, I'm just going to have to rock with what I have going on so far, and just run. But, like, the skill for this cookie is just not really, like, too complex. It's just, like, mini magnetic aura effect with, like, I'm pretty sure once we get a magic candy, I think then we'll get some good enhancement on the skill. But whatever the case is, we already do have over 100 million points, which is pretty good, nearing 150 million. So at the very least, I will say this cookie is good for collecting jellies. So probably if you're running with a custom run and like you have a good amount of plebing jellies to collect, Fairy Cookie is actually not too bad. So, but of course, there's also Lemon Cookie, who technically is just a better Fairy Cookie. But look at this! With the power of the shield, check this out. Time is over bonus. And now we get to collect all these jellies. The only ones that we can't collect easily are just the Rainbow Bear jellies, which is kind of unfortunate. Which is also unfortunate since I just suddenly missed a clock right there. But whatever, we're still trying our hardest. We got all those. More Rainbow Bear jellies. We definitely need, like, the Rainbow Roll Log Cake. Oh my gosh, that one clock that I missed, just because of the sudden speed boost, that made me miss so much of the bonus time. Because there was still a good amount of jellies at the end right there that I tried my hardest getting the clock at the end, but it just did not work out for me. Now I need to try this flipping run again just to see if I can get any sort of bonus. I do want to run here, but instead we're just going to go ahead and quit, because that's 250 million, nearly 260 million with the one cookie. Didn't really last for too long, but it's kind of what I expected from a cookie like Fairy, because I'm not saying the Fairy is bad, but I guess the best way to say is that they're retro, they're more outdated, because you could probably use a lot more better cookies to run with, but I'm only doing this just out of the sake that I need to definitely get their magic candies. So, let's go ahead and do this. I apparently have everything that I need to actually get your magic candy all the way up to max level, so crank that up on the floor, and let's go ahead and enhance that, because I'm pretty sure this should also work for trophy races, I think, or at the very least like custom runs, and also the plebing Peril in Paradise game mode. But of course, I don't just want the epics, nor do I want the rares. I want that special, amazing malachite colored legendary upgrade. See, that's what I'm talking about, which says, all jellies, 117 points. That is pretty good. Now, according to the actual skill of the magic candy, it states, green tea flower jellies appear at set intervals. The stronger the enchanted power, the more points for green tea flower jellies. Interesting, interesting. Which, you know, we're going to go ahead and buff you up just a little bit. I don't like spending my crystals, especially after the amount that I had to spend recently. But I feel like it's level 10. Let's go level 10 would be nice. How about that? And you know what? Maybe a little bit for the pet, like one level 8, because you're pretty close anyway. Bam. Actually, no. That. You know what? Let's match it. Let's match it. But we will use pet potions. Okay. Now we're not gonna do any more upgrading. We're gonna see how far this gets us. I will keep the shield on just because, you know, I'm not gonna play. Actually, don't want to do that. So we got around like 257 million up towards like 260 million on the first run. So we're gonna see how much the magic candy helps us improve. Which, did I even read it? I hope I did. I swear, I could have sworn I nearly just, like, pass it over. Let me just make sure. Green tea flower jellies appear at set intervals. The stronger the enchanted power, the more points for green tea flower. So it just makes more flowers appear. It makes green tea flower jellies appear, which basically just gives you more points than before. So hopefully I'm going to be able to finish this with about like 300 million. I'm hoping at the very least. It would be a blessing if I finish this without getting hit. And also, considering that I have an energy boost, because, you know, I made it to level 10 instead of level 7 for each my pet and cookie, may as well, because, you know, why not just be sure to upgrade all the cookies that I can possibly get? I should probably just spend all my crystals, just, you know, like, go ahead and just go like, oh, well, I gotta spend all these crystals just so I can make sure I can get every single upgrade in the world. However, the problem is, I also gotta be sure that I don't willy-nilly spend my crystals, so I save them for, like, you know, the important stuff. But I guess that's what gems are for, I guess. So you can never be too sure. But anywho, let's just get through this. I'm gonna do this run, and if we do have some time, I want to see if I can draw for some costumes, maybe. You never know. That was a close one right there. But importantly, I really want to see if I can get to that bonus time, just so I can get all those plebing jellies. I know there's a tricky jump right here, where I can just jump like this. This is actually, oh, of course, I missed the one plebing thing, even though I was literally on the exact path to not miss it. Man, I'm so good at the game. I can't believe my humbleness of how good I am. Any plebing way, that looked like a smiley face right there. I almost got distracted. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and go through this, and basically, like I mentioned before, I want to see if I can maybe, like, pull for some costumes if I do have the spare amount of time, because we're only at, like, what, 11, like, nearly 12 minutes in? It's really not too much going on so far. I'm just basically just running through and making sure that I collect everything in my plebing path. This goes up now. Okay, collect. That path was surely different. So I did get the other clock, it's just the path was different, which is pretty interesting. But we should be good, because now I can get this clock, and we can get so many things. Bloop, and bloop. So that's a lot more points right there. I should probably get that plebing, I should have gotten that the plebing rainbow roll log cake, so I can get a bunch of rainbow bear jellies a lot, you know, more quality filled? I'm trying to say, if I were to have that treasure, I would be getting a lot more points for those rainbow bear jellies. But I guess combine that with the shield, it would actually be pretty overpowered. But then again, that doesn't make sense because the shield doesn't even magnetize the rainbow bear jellies towards me. I don't know. But we're already done, which basically, we made a huge influx on our score. We went from like 257 million to 367 million. We know, just by a little bit of upgrading and also the magic candy being max boosted, we went up by 110 million points. Which is honestly not too bad for like running and upgrading this cookie. And that's without the costume. Without any like common or rare costumes, because apparently this cookie only rocks with common or rare costumes as far as my knowledge goes. Straight up. It does say 4 out of 5, but I think that's one of them is just supposed to be like default. I don't know, but with that being said, before I go ahead and end this video, I think I will promise and do what I said I did, because we're only like 12 minutes in. I think we could just buff this up to a little bit more, and to be fair, there's a chance that not only can I get the Black Sugar Swan cookie costume here, but I can also get a costume for Whipped Cream Cookie, being the Black Sugar Swan Lake. But, by the way, Black Rose Pastil, which I wonder what that means. Not sure, but I do want to give it a gander, because, hey, you never know. I will only do one, because I don't want to drain all my Remy Cubes on this. So we do have Ginger Bright, but maybe Strawberry Cookie can appear from the side? No, that's not good. That literally means it could only be a rare. Like, this is actually not good, because I'm pretty sure, like, there's no flare. I think I'm just gonna skip. Yeah, that's only rare. Mustard, Lily the Valley. Hey, there you are, Fairy. Alright, so there's the rare, which is Virtuous Knight. It looks cool, but I already have that. There's another rare, which is Funny Clown. I already have that. A third plumbing rare, which is Pillow Fight. Already have the... You really loaded me up with all the rares, but I already have all those. Okay, I do want to just probably, like, suddenly purchase a costume, but, like, Actually, wait, yeah, this is one of the new costumes he got. Oh. That's what I was talking about when we're like, oh, this costume should be, like, more recent or something. Yeah, if only I'd known that. I wish I can get some more Rainbow Cubes, I swear, but I don't know. With that being said, I think I will just end the video right here, because, like, let's be honest. I need to get some more Rainbow Cubes, I swear. And there's not much that I can do while I wait for this Plumbing Gem Exchange Center to, like, wait to reload all of its stuff. Listen, this is all I have to go off of. This is it. Because the rest of this stuff, bought out. I got nothing. So I'm just going to have to wait. I can purchase this. Maybe I can get a pet that I can go ahead and upgrade. Just maybe. This. Okay, that's actually not too bad, because I think that's for Gim Cookie. Caterpie. Isn't that a Pokemon? I don't have that upgraded. Floral Froglet, I already have that max upgraded. And last but not least, Dr. Zyla Cube. Okay, not too bad considering, like, only one of those was for a cookie I kind of, like, had maxed out, which is kind of important for these, which... Should I do the gem thing? This is probably going to waste my gems, but this would actually be pretty good if I got cookies who didn't get leveled up. See, look, Vagabond already maxed out. Cinnamon already maxed out. Concan not maxed out. Okay. And last but not least, Croissant already maxed out. So literally, that was only worth it for cotton candy. So I really wouldn't say, unless if you want coins, like just spend them here. Unless if you really want coins, because I only got 1 cookie out of that. That's why I really don't like spending on the chest. But with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and end the video right here. I kind of did what I wanted to do with upgrading Angel Cookie. And just, by Angel, I mean Fairy, Plotting Fairy. Why do I always get that wrong? It's Fairy. They both have wings, it's Fairy. They're both small, it's Fairy. They have wings, it's Fairy. If you enjoyed the video, then please be sure to leave a like on it, and also share the video with your friends if you enjoy my kick around content, and if you enjoy my content in general, then why not subscribe, and also hit the bell icon to be notified of whatever I do in the future, and also down below in the description, you'll see links to all my social media, including a Twitter post where if it gets 10,000 likes, I get the kick around YouTube staff for absolutely free. There's a link to my Discord server called the Hypenese Hub, a link to my merchandise where you can buy stuff to represent the channel, and lastly, a link to my Ko-fi where for just $1 a month, you can see exclusive content that you wouldn't normally see in this normal YouTube channel. But above all else, I will see you entities and guardians in the next video. Hail the Hypenese.